Last week was not pretty. I mentioned on Instagram stories that there were just so many hard things going on for me last week. I won't delve into that here, but the great news is that I took the long weekend and I pushed reset. I really just took some downtime, connected with my kids and my husband. It was so nice to have a 3-day weekend, but now I am starting the week off a little bit more behind than I like to be. I didn't get my life planned out on Friday. I usually do my planning sessions Friday afternoon, and for a variety of reasons, I was just dead on Friday. I couldn't get that done. So lucky for me, I planned in today, which is Tuesday, September 5th, the day after Labor Day. I planned that in as a cushion day. I'm always talking about the importance of taking any extra little bit of time, even just a few hours if you can't afford a whole day. But I took this day off of work on purpose because I knew my kids would be home yesterday and I would need a catch-up day. Anyway, point is that I am finally ready to sit down and kind of plan out the week and look ahead at the month of September. You guys seem to love my Plan With Me videos as much as I love making them, so I want to take you behind the scenes as I go through my to-do list, plan everything out, and just get my head screwed back on straight. Now, I imagine we've met, but if you are new to my channel, I'm Amber with Solutions for Simplicity, and I'm a full-time professor on top of a productivity coach, YouTuber, and mom of 4 young boys throughout. My kids are 9, 7, 4, and 8 months old. So life is crazy, and I am just always trying to share with you the resources and tools and time management strategies that are making a difference for me as I try and juggle it all. So planning is just such a big part of my life, and I love sharing all these little tips with you.
I have made a handful of Plan With Me videos before where I walk you through my process of organizing my to-do list. Typically, I use my Pinpoint Your Priorities notepad. My son was playing with mine and he wrote out his little to-dos here, but this is my 50-page notepad that is available for purchase. This is so handy for just ripping off a sheet as you go. But I want to use the digital version today so that I can actually just show you as I'm walking through everything and typing it out what all I have going on. And again, walking through this 5Ds process for figuring out which tasks to drop, defer, delegate, dumb down, or actually do well. This is the kind of productivity process and task organization process that I swear by because there's never enough time to do it all, right? We have so much going on in our lives. I know you are juggling a million things as well. And last week, for instance, I was losing my mind because I had so many big things that were just taking up space in my brain, stressing me out. I have emotional things going on in my personal life, right? Loved ones dealing with illnesses and just kid issues, and life is good, but it doesn't ever stop. And trying to work full time, trying to run a household, just trying to take care of ourselves, that's hard. And so again, I just return to this 5Ds process over and over and over again. I will link my free Pinpoint Your Priorities playbook for you down in the description that walks you through the 5Ds process. And with all that said, I want to share my screen then and show you that I have this kind of PDF version available that you can purchase and download, and you can type directly into it. You can print it out and handwrite yourself instead of buying the physical notepad and ripping off sheets. You can also do all of this with just a blank notepad, right? Just blank paper. But I think it's really helpful to have these preset questions that help me evaluate my tasks. And that's what we're going to do today. So today's date is Tuesday, September 5th, 2022. Sorry, my computer is being a little slow and funny here. But the first step, the very first thing that I always do when I sit down to plan and organize my life is just dump out all of the tasks, to-dos, things that are on my mind, right? So I'm going to just kind of run through the whole litany of things that I have going on. If you want to join me, get out your piece of paper as well, right? We can do this together. But I know that I need to buy flowers for kids' school. And that is due on Thursday, the 8th. I'll come back and fill in the other parts of the question here in a little bit. I need to definitely get my teaching, PowerPoints and lectures and everything prepared. I would typically be teaching today. I teach Tuesdays and Thursdays on my college campus. But again, I wrote today into my syllabus as an at-home assignment day because I knew that I would just need a break. And I definitely do. So I need to prepare lectures for the 8th. Okay, that's due by the 8th. I need to meet with my research assistant. He's helping me with some of the data coding that I'm doing for the book I'm writing. Our meeting is on Thursday. I can't type here. Research assistant. What else do I need to do? I need to promote my Goal Slayer Gals group that kicks off on Monday. I recently announced that the doors were open. This is the 3rd round. I'm so excited, but I have so much to do to try and get the word out there. So I need to promote that on Instagram. I need to write an email sequence about it. Can't ever type here. All that has to be done by Sunday, the 11th, because that's when doors close. Everybody needs to sign up by then. I need to, what else? Order groceries. I need to mail my brother's birthday card. Let's see, his birthday is the 14th, so I should mail it probably like today or tomorrow. What's today? Today is the 6th. I'm all mixed up on my days. Yesterday was the 5th. I desperately need to fold the laundry, right? Good old household items. Never ends, especially with 4 young kids. Oh, let me know in the comments if laundry is as much of a battle as at your house as it is in mine. Then I need to write for my book. I'm trying to do that every Wednesday and Friday. So let's see, I wanted to have at least 2 days this week. That's due by Friday the 9th. I need to plan a YouTube video for next week. And then ideally film it. These are the kinds of things that I squeeze in late at night or sometimes on the weekends because as a full-time working mom, right, my passion is creating these videos for you, but I have to just do what I can when I can, and I love it. This is just so much fun for me to connect with you this way. But believe me, I wish I could do this so much more. Maybe someday that will be possible. But that's for next week. So it is, let's see. I've got my planner with me. Let me open this up. Should have done this from the beginning so that I can just check in on any tasks that I have in here that didn't get done from last week. But quickly, let me see what next week's date is. That would be Thursday the 15th. Let's see. So if the video is going to go live on the 15th, I need to probably plan it by the weekend. I need to ideally film it by Monday, and then I will need to edit that video by, let's say, the 14th so that I can finish everything, get it uploaded. All right, let's see. Oh, I need to submit my spring course teaching preferences. Sorry, this is so slow. So it's just amazing how early things happen on the academic schedule. I have to request what classes I want to teach in the spring now by September 9th. Send those to my department chair. Let me see here. Oh, I need to coordinate teacher birthday gifts for one of my son's teachers. I'm the room mom for my 2 older kids' classrooms. And let's see, her birthday is the 11th. So I would need to coordinate the gift pretty much today. I better email all the other parents and see what we want to go in on, what we can contribute. I need to pay my sales tax for the month of August for my business. And that is due by September 20th. So I think right off the bat, I know that I'm just getting this out of my head down on paper, but that will surely be something that I can put off a little bit. What else is going on? Oh, fun thing. My husband and kids and I are going to be tailgating at a football game on Saturday, but I need to really think about what we're going to make and take and get all that stuff together. So I need to coordinate tailgate food. The game is Saturday. What is that, the 10th? I'm going to put in that I need to have everything coordinated by Friday. Let me see. I'm looking at my planner, and I've made a couple videos about this planner before, but I'm just obsessed with Golden Coil. They have such beautiful planners, and I'm kind of new to the game. I had never tried these before, but they're gorgeous. It's such a beautiful layout. You get to customize everything you want inside. And that reminds me, I will put a link in the description, but they have just shared with me a promo code that I can offer you so that you could get 10% off as well through September 30th. So check the description and I will put that code if it's applicable. I can't talk. I will put that code if it is applicable. So now I'm looking back a couple weeks in my planner, and I don't know how well you can see this, but when I write my to-do list in my planner, I cross off the things that get done and I circle anything that I didn't actually finish, right? Anything that still needs to happen. So let me see what did not happen here. I need to submit special accommodation service contract letters for some of the students in my courses that have, learning needs that I can help accommodate. And that needs to happen by this Friday. Got to coordinate everything with our Student Accessibility Services office on campus. Oh, I have some donations for a kids consignment sale. Let's see. The sale, I think, is like the 17th or something, but I need to contact this person. I'm going to have them just take everything away and get it out of my space. In a dream world, like I would tag it and sell it myself, but I don't have time for that. So fortunately, I can just give it to them and at least have the peace of mind that it's decluttering my space and hopefully benefiting someone else by sharing the toys and the clothes and all the things that we have gotten great use out of so far. Let me make that due Saturday. That's kind of a weekend project that I could do. Okay. Final step in brain dumping here is that I have kind of longer to-do lists back here in my planner where I am just writing things down as I think of them before I actually plan them into a particular week. So let me just quickly go through here, see what needs to happen, see if there's anything urgent that I am missing. So many of these things are like, they're on this long list for a reason because I don't necessarily know when I will get to them. They don't have any upcoming deadline per se. Most of these are just the big things that I would love to do if and when I have time. And we all know the reality is that if we don't make time for it, then it's never going to happen. So I find it helpful to just keep a running list. And then every week, if I have a little extra time or I want to, schedule something in, I can come back here and fill in my actual planner with those things when it works. Okay, I have, my niece is going to have a baby. And so I need to coordinate baptism gift. I'm sorry, I can't type here. It's always harder to type when you're kind of doing it in front of people. And that's by the 20th. All right. And then let's see here. Any other academic tasks? I need to upload my latest CV to my website. And that's not necessarily due anytime soon, but I need to get it up there and try and keep things current. Okay, I think those are the big things that need to happen this week, unless I think of anything else along the way. But clearly, I think what I have room for 20 different things here on this sheet. This is more than enough to keep me busy, especially when I also am working the rest of the week and trying to do my big research projects every other chance I get. So buying flowers, I'm just going to order from Walmart Grocery Plus, try and get some roses delivered to my house. So that's only going to take me about 10 minutes. Degree of difficulty, that's definitely easy. It does need to get done. It does need to get done now because I have to take them for Thursday. Doesn't necessarily need to get done by me, but it's also something that I can just very quickly do. So, it's as room mom, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So I'm going to add this to my dumb down thing, my flowers, prepare my lectures. That's going to take me probably a couple hours. Teaching, there's so much that goes in behind the scenes. And even though I've taught my courses multiple times in the past, there's always so much to update, constant current events that are happening. I'm using new textbooks this semester, and I like my lectures to be as exciting and engaging as possible. So, a couple hours, degree of difficulty, so. Has to get done, definitely has to get done by Thursday. No one else can do my lectures for me, and it does require my best effort. I mean, if I wanted to, yes, there are plenty of ways that I could make it easier or, kind of skip and cut corners, but teaching is really important to me and I want to be my best at my job. So I'm going to try and prioritize that this week. As always, right? I always try and keep my academic work front and center as much as I can. So prep lectures, that's a do well task. Meeting with my research assistant. I have a couple things I need to get ready before I meet with him on Thursday. So I'm going to just try and make that fast. Degree of difficulty. I don't know. The data are complicated, but we'll just put 2. Has to get done now by me. Does not require my best effort. So if I even needed to, I could postpone meeting with my research assistant. Like, we're trying to meet every week, but that's clearly not something that is absolutely essential. It just helps me. It's one way that I have accountability for myself by meeting with this research assistant. It's keeping me on track for writing my book because I need to get him new coding assignments so we can work with the data, and then I'll have the data ready to finalize my book. That's been my goal for so many years now. Prep data for research assistant. Promote Goal Slayer Gals. Oh my goodness. I could take so long trying to make beautiful graphics, and there's just so much information I want to share. The reality is that doing Instagram lives or Instagram stories, or maybe some videos that I put up on YouTube, I don't know, those are things that are more easy for me to speak and say than actually write, because whenever I write something, I end up having to write over it and add more. If you post on Instagram, what a game that is. It's just kind of exhausting. I love connecting with everybody there, but trying to play the Instagram game gets more and more frustrating. So anyway, this is the kind of task where I'm going to have to just set those timers and cut myself off, because I love everything that this program offers. This is the 3rd time I'm offering Goal Slayer Gals. It's gotten such great reviews and I want people to know about it. But because I work full time outside or on top of my side business, I can't spend unlimited time trying to make all of the resources and announcements that I otherwise would. Let's see. I'm going to just try for an hour this week, broken up among several days. Degree of difficulty. It could be really easy, but me being a perfectionist, right? There's plenty of ways that I like to make it look nice and sound nice and all that stuff. Has to get done now. If I had a virtual assistant or had money to hire a virtual assistant, I could delegate that out to someone. But at the point that I'm in my business, Right now, everything is still getting done by me. So I'm going to dumb that task down and just try and get the information out there. It doesn't have to look perfect. The whole point is just that people hear the message. So promote Goal Slayer Gals on Instagram and email. Trying to write to my email list and so forth. So we'll just carry over all of that task. It's kind of one and the same. Ordering groceries. Let me know in the comments how many times a week you end up going to the grocery store or ordering groceries. Sometimes I'm really great at meal planning and I love those weeks because everything runs so much more smoothly. But most times it's kind of a day by day or a couple of days at a time process here in my family. And especially when I get busy at work, I'm looking for ways to cut corners. That's why Walmart Grocery Plus has been just a lifesaver for me. I'll put a link in the description, not sponsored, but if you are looking for a handy solution, I love having our groceries delivered. Anytime I can place an order and then within a few hours have groceries delivered to my doorstep, which is just great because so often I wake up in the morning and I'm like, okay, we can do this for dinner, but I need a couple of things. So then I have the order placed and it comes and it gets here right as I'm getting home from work later in the day, and then dinner stays on track and everybody's happy, right? Got to keep kids and hubby fed and everybody content. So ordering groceries, basically need to just open the fridge, see what we have, what we need, place that order. That's probably going to take me like 20 minutes. It's easy, does need to get done. I think we need some groceries, although, who doesn't have tons of stuff in their pantry and their fridge and their freezer? If I'm really brutal with myself, and I guess I'm also recalling Jordan Page, who runs Shelf-Timber in the month of September every year, like she's all about trying to use what we have and minimize these extra purchases, right? Just make sure that we are kind of getting creative with what we have on hand. I'm going to push myself to do that this week, given that it's busy with other things. Why don't we just differ, right? I mean, I could delegate grocery shopping to my husband, but I'll see how it goes. I'm going to try and just defer grocery shopping, see if I can push that off another week, maybe to the weekend, and then I'll have more time then. Mailing the birthday card to my brother, that's 10 minutes. Honestly, the longest part of it is not picking out a card, but getting my kids to actually sit down and sign the card. I'll get it out and then I'll ask one kid to sign it, but it's so hard to keep them on track with different tasks. And so anyway, I digress, but I'm going to try and do that. That's easy. Has to get done now, right? And it's just really easy. So send B-Day card to brother, folding the laundry. I don't know. That's never ending. I'm going to push that off to the weekend. I just recently washed all of the laundry and then folded a good chunk of it on Saturday and Sunday. Already have plenty after just one day, Monday. But, kids' uniforms are clean for the week. So I think that we obviously have plenty to last us a few days. I'm going to go ahead and defer the grocery shopping. So, doesn't even really need to get done right now. Thankfully, we just have enough clothes to last day after day after day. So the laundry is one of those things that never ends, could always be done, but will always be there in the background. Working on, working on my book. I really want to prioritize that. This is my classic dilemma. It's so easy to let little tasks, especially urgent things, right, come up and take precedence over the big important things that don't necessarily have that firm deadline. And so my book has been going on, and I'm really, really trying to stick to the schedule that I set to get my book done this year. So I have to prioritize writing time. That's going to be, I'm going to aim for 8 hours. I've mentioned that I do the Pomodoro system. So I try and work for really solid, undevoted or undivided 25-minute chunks at a time, where I am devoted only to writing for that 25 minutes. And then I do a few sequences of that. That is hard. So, going to really make sure that I give that my best effort. Book writing is a do well task. Plan for YouTube. I don't know. I've got a whole long list of video ideas. I always have so much I want to share. So I'm going to have to just quickly pick something and try and plan that out. It's easy. Does need to get done. Well, you know what? I take that back. I filmed a whole bunch of videos earlier in the summer before I had my big trip. And then for a variety of reasons, I didn't get all of those videos edited, let alone put out. So I think what I'm going to do this week is drop planning YouTube content. And I'm going to just turn to some of the videos that I've already filmed. I'll work to edit those. And then, it's a little bit faster. And I make sure that I actually use what I've already done instead of forgetting about it. So that's a good thing that I can actually drop and free up some more time in my schedule. So filming is now not applicable, right? Planning and filming the YouTube content feels good. Feels so good to finally drop some things. And sadly, like last week, I had to drop so much, but I was dropping the things that I absolutely love, the things that give me joy and fulfillment, the things I do for me, right? And so now that I kind of reset over the weekend, I want to go back to prioritizing myself and self-care and exercise and my creative outlets. But again, YouTube, I do have covered, given that I already filmed some things. So I need to edit some of those videos. I could spend many hours editing. That is the thing that takes the longest, but I will try and limit myself to 2 hours. It's has to get done now. Does it have to get done by me? I actually tried having someone else help me edit a video last week. And so maybe I will see, I'm going to toy with this idea of seeing if I can find someone through this online connection to edit a video, and then we'll have to see how it turns out and if it's up to par with my exceptionally high standards. All right, spring course preferences. I can do that fast. That's 10 minutes. It's easy. Has to get done. This week. Course preferences, coordinating the teacher birthday gift. That's going to take me probably 20 minutes to send an email to all the other teachers and then, collect some money and go get the gift and stuff like that. But it's easy. And you know what? My husband, right? He always has plenty of his own things to do, but I'm going to ask his help. I'm going to actually delegate this because I could use some help, and he's so great at really doing so much for the kids and their education and their appointments and stuff like that. So I will try and share the responsibility, share the love there. Okay, the sales tax. That's not going to take long at all, but it also doesn't have to be done right now. So it does have to get done. It's not something that has to get done now because it's not due till the 20th. So I'm going to defer that. Coordinating tailgate food. Goodness, I could even just right now decide that I'm going to order a tailgate pack from a fast food restaurant or something like that. But I don't know. I guess I'm going to put 20 minutes and I'm going to kind of put my thinking cap on and try and decide, talk to my husband, see what's best, talk to our friends, decide what we want to do. But that being said, I suppose that's also another thing that I could delegate to him, since my husband is the bigger football fan of the two of us. So I don't know. I'll at least open the discussion with him before I decide what we're doing. Okay, we are getting there. The special accommodation services contracts for my students. That's probably 30 minutes, and it's not hard, but it's so-so. Has to get done now, has to get done by me. So I'm going to put that in here as a dumbed down task. Donations for the kid sale. Let's see here. I have all those things ready. In fact, they're just sitting on my dresser, a whole big box of stuff. Could be really fast, but it's also not super important, and I can at least defer it to the weekend. So I don't know. Let's just go ahead and I'm gonna defer that. Kids sale items. The baptism gift. I need to be thinking about that. Could probably spend a while looking online at all the adorable little personalized gifts, and this is their first baby, so I really want to make it so special. But you know what? yeah, that does not have to, it does have to get done. Does not have to get done right now. Like I think I could push it off to the weekend or even early next week. So I'm going to defer that. And then uploading my CV to the website. That is something that, again, doesn't have a deadline, but I can do it really fast. So I'm just going to dumb it down, put it up here, CV to website. Okay. So I have my complete list, my marching orders. What I will now go in and do is actually schedule all of those things directly into my planner for the particular week that they're applicable, right? So the great thing about this fillable PDF is that I can print it. So I don't know if you can see, but I will go ahead and just print it off right now. I have to change the settings here, and I want it to print in grayscale because ink is freaking expensive, right? So I will print that off, and then I can actually put things in my planner. But I just hope that walking through all of these tasks was helpful for you. That's my printer going off here as I print this out. Anyway, this is what I will be working on this week. And I say this every time, but it feels so amazing to get all of these thoughts out and really just see not only what I have to do, but that it's more feasible, right? When you break things down and you categorize all of your tasks in order of what is truly a priority, it frees up so much mental space and then so much time, because all I really have to do this week are the few things that I'm going to dumb down and just bang out really quickly in those little chunks of time that I have a free window, or like at night when my kids go to bed, things I can do in short increments of time. And then the real important stuff is my academic work, prepping my lectures, working on my research, writing my book. And those are the things that I have already blocked out time for. I mentioned in my other video, but let me just show you again, right? That I have blocked out days. These days in blue are the days where I am working exclusively on my writing and my research. And then the Tuesday, Thursday days are the days that I teach. So yeah, my work day is already structured in a way where I know what I'm going to be doing and that I've got time in which to do those big important tasks. This is how I try and keep a handle on my week, on my life, right? And I sit down every week and go through things anew. I just hope it's helpful to see the process and that you get some inspiration from this video as well.
Here's a quick snapshot of the final sheet after it's all filled in. You can see that typing everything up just makes it really nice and legible, except for perhaps the little spots where the text was slightly too big for the cell, and so there's that little plus sign there. But this is so helpful. I just can't get over how good it feels to have everything written out, and then, you know, everything is categorized into these 5 different categories so that I know what I need to do, what I need to focus on, and I have truly pinpointed my priorities. All right, I hope that you found that helpful. I will be back with more of these videos in the future, as well as so much more of the regular programming. If you didn't already know, I make weekly videos on planning, prioritizing, productivity, time management, work-life balance, and just, you know, how to live a simpler, more peaceful, and productive life. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you back with another video. And don't forget that the resources I discussed are linked for you down below. See you later. Have a great day.